Next up, we're going to break down the third play in the trips head end formation. That play is drive post. Now, I prefer drive post over the PA counter go play just because of the blocking is way better. Um, I also do think this year the post is better as well because you can't man it up. Now you will notice that sometimes you can man up the crossing routes, but I'm just going to run a few different play setups that I really like, just so you guys can see how they work. I'm just going to go ahead and call cover 2 on the defense just so you can get an idea. Now for the first setup, all I do here, if you see Y, that is where my route specialist is. I go ahead and put him on a corner. I smoke screen X, and then I will route RB. Now the reason why I like this play, it's very, very good against the blitz, just because you have routes all over the field, and your opponent will basically have to guess right with adjustments. All you're going to have to do is make the right read. Now sometimes that is easier said than done, but with this offense, as long as you get it down and you get your reads down, you'll have no problem scoring the ball. I'm going to go ahead and run this play here for you, just so you can see how it pans out. Now I go ahead and hike the ball. As you can see, RB is nude in the flats just because the opponent is in a cloud flat, and the cloud flats do not cover wheel routes at all. If he is in a hard flat over there, I simply just throw it to the tight end, and vice versa on the left side. If the cornerback on the left is in a hard flat, I throw Y, he's going to get right over the top of him, and if he's in a cloud, I just throw that smoke screen. It works the same way with cover 3. If they have a corner in the slot that is in a cloud flat or in a hard flat, it's the same type of read. These corner routes do get underneath the cover 3 deep blues on the outside, so that's why I like this play so much. I'm going to run it one more time here just so you guys can see. As you can see, the cornerback on the left was in a cloud flat, so the corner route was guarded on the left side, but that left that smoke screen wide open. And what I do like about this game, you can throw those smoke screens upfield, so instead of having to throw it and him stop and catch it and then run, you're going to gain less yards that way. This year they go ahead and pass lead it up the field, then you catch it on the run, which you're going to get way more yards. For the next setup here with my drive post, I just go ahead and block RB. I put Y in a post route, and then I drag B. It's as simple as that. It's a way to flood the right side of the field, as well as keep your opponent over the middle, just because they don't want to give up that post route. Now, it's good against the blitz as well, because if you see, you can hit B short, and then you can also acts like a quick hitter route over the middle of the field, just in case they're blitzing off that left side. So I'm just going to run it here, just so you guys can see how the play breaks down. I hike the ball. As you can see, B is wide open. A was in a cloud flat, so it did cover that corner, but B was wide open over there, so you're going to get an easy 5-6 yards. So for the last setup that I run here in this formation, nobody really runs it. I found it last year. I really like it. I just go ahead and block RB. I smoke screen X. I'm going to put Y in a slant and then motion him to the right. And then you have an option here with the tight end. If they're not blitzing heavy, you can go ahead and streak them just to have a little bit of a pull route or to hit them in the seams. If your opponent is a heavy blitzer, you're just going to want to go ahead and block him. So I'm going to run the play here. I just go ahead and motion Y to the right. I go ahead and hike it. So as you can see, the smoke screen was wide open on the left side of the field. The cornerback was in a cloud flat, so they left that wide open. Now, what I like so much about this play is the fact that you can, basically your opponent has to pick which route to use. You can't man up motion slants this year, and you can't man up this B post route. So basically the opponent is going to have to pick which route they want to give up. So I'm just going to hike it here. So as you can see, both routes are going over the middle. And B gets right over that cloud flat. It's an easy dot. This drive post play is so underrated. I wish people realized how good it was. I use it every year. I think it is better personally than PA counter go, just because 1, you get way more blocking, 2, this post is really good, and 3, the corner route on the right side is better than that out route in PA counter go, because it gets underneath the deep blues, it's deeper down the field, and you can't man it up as well. Our next video here, we're going to break down X spot.